Hi everyone. I don't know if you're tuning in live. I'm just going with an evening story time. I did attempt to do our 11 a.m. story time this morning and we lost our internet. I didn't know that until I was about 20 minutes in. I did great this morning. So anyway, my name is Megan and I'm representing the East Branch Library. We have our story times Wednesdays, like I said, at 11. But tonight, dinner and a story time. And you know, you can go to our Facebook page and watch our story times. They won't be deleted for a while yet. So anyway, thanks for joining me, whether you tune in right now or watch this at a later point. I think the lighting is a little different than it was this morning, so I hope that you can see the books. I don't care so much if you could see me. But anyway, let's get this show on the road while we have internet. The first thing we'll do is we'll sing our hello song that we sing every Wednesday at our story times. It's really quick, and when we're done with it, usually I hear some of my friends shout out their age. So let's see if you understand why, if you haven't heard this song before. Okay, ready? We're going to give big waves like this, and our song goes like so. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. And that's usually when I hear little voices call out, I'm 2, I'm 3, I'm 3.5. So anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're doing good at home, and I'm excited to be able to bring you a story time from this home to yours. So let's see. I think we're going to just continue as we do. We're going to sing this song together. Ready? I'm sorry if you're eating dinner. Put that sandwich down or just watch me. Does anyone know what song this is? Itsy Bitsy Spider. You got it. And usually at East we do 2 or 3 verses. So our first one will be Itsy Bitsy. And our second one will be, anyone know? Anyone? Bueller? The Great Big Spider. And then our third verse will be La Araña Pequeñita. If you can't see that, it's okay. So anyway, here we go. Itsy Bitsy. Got 'em ready? All right. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good job! I know you were singing along. Okay. Give yourself elbow room for this one if someone's seated next to you. Here we go. And this is my great big spider voice. The great big spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the great big spider went up the spout again. Oh, great big claps. Good job. All right, here we go. La Araña Pequeñita. So I would like to tell you, I don't speak any Spanish. The only Spanish I know are a few songs that I like to share occasionally at story time. So I apologize in advance for mispronouncing some words. It will happen again later after a book we read. But here we go. La Araña, Spider, Pequeñita, Itsy Bitsy. Here we go. La araña pequeñita subió, subió, subió. Vino la lluvia y se la llevó. Salió el sol y todo lo secó. Y la araña pequeñita subió, subió, subió. Yay! I hope you were able to sing it in Spanish. I know many of you can. All right, we'll do one more and then we'll read a book. This is one we always do right before our first book. So I need to see everybody's fingers. You got your fingers out? Here we go. And it goes like this. It goes, I have fingers and so do you. I can make them do things, oh, like big ocean waves, right? And you can too. What can you do? Do you remember? I can squeeze them really tight. Oh, can you squeeze them really tight? And I can open them wide. I can put them together. Sometimes this is tricky for me. Together. I did it. I bet you did it at home. And I could make them hide. Fingers. Fingers. Right now, Harry would tell me, Miss Meghan, they're behind you. And I would look. I don't see my fingers behind me. Where? What? Oh, at the ends of my, there they are. You're right. What else can we do? Can we reach them up high? I usually say, good morning stretch. You can stretch any time of day. Ready? I could reach them up high, way up high. I could reach them down low, way down low. And I could fold them together and hold them just so. Do you know what time it is? Time for our first book. Also time for me to have a drink of water. All right, friends, here we go. We're going to read Rhyming Dust Bunnies by Jan Thomas. I love all of her books. I often read them at Storytime. I don't think I've ever read this one at Storytime. So anyway, you might have read it at home or maybe borrowed it from the library. It's great. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dust bunnies. Does anyone know what a dust bunny is? Maybe if you guys help clean around the house, if you ever find some little fluff when dust collects in a corner or under your bed, the cute name for that is dust bunnies. So here we go, rhyming dust bunnies. So these guys are also going to show us what it means to rhyme. So there they are, Rhyming Dust Bunnies by Jan Thomas. Hello, we are Ed, Ned, Ted, those rhyme, and Bob. We rhyme all the time. You guys ready to practice some rhyming? Here we go. Hey, what rhymes with car? You guys think of a word that rhymes with car? Let's see what these guys come up with. Oh. Far. Jar. Tar. Look. Look. Look doesn't rhyme, does it? No. Let's see. Oh. No, Bob. Look does not rhyme with car. No, I didn't think so. You guys knew, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Here we go. What rhymes with bug? A word that rhymes with bug. Can you think of a word? I think I got one. I see my word. Rug. Hug. That's the word I was thinking of. Mug. Look out. No, Bob. Look out does not rhyme with bug. Okay. I have a feeling Bob's trying to tell us something. What do you think? Maybe. What rhymes with dog? Oh, what rhymes with dog? I'll give you a minute. You got one? Got a word? Here we go. Hog, log, fog. Look out, here comes a big scary monster with a broom. Bob, no. Look out, here comes a big scary monster with a broom does not rhyme with anything, really. Okay then, but run for it! What are they running from? Oh man. Ah! There's the broom. That must be the big scary monster. Do you guys think that's a big scary monster? I think it's a person. Oh. Good call, Bob. Phew. Okay, so where were we? What rhymes with cat? What rhymes with cat? Okay, I got one. Sat. Pat. Rat. Vacuum cleaner. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man, they're getting sucked up by the vacuum cleaner. Bob, what rhymes with how do we get out? Oh, man, they got sucked up by the vacuum. You know what? There's always one last picture. Jan Thomas always has some more of the story on her end pages. Help! There they are. You know what? Don't worry about them. They get out. There's a second book. There's kind of a sequel. All right, what do you guys think? Did you like that one? I love it. I got some of my favorites today. So that was Rhyming Dust Bunnies by Jan Thomas. Okay, friends. We're going to try something on this table. And I hope you can see what I have. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. I'm going to try to hold them like this. 4 boxes. And we're going to say a little rhyme together ourselves. We're looking for a fox. So, friends, I have a green box. Has some spots or dots. Those words rhyme on it. But we're going to call this the green box. And then I've got a pink box. And a yellow box. And a dark blue, like indigo, dark blue box. We'll call this blue. Okay, so we're going to look for a little fox. Our goal is to find a little fox hidden in one of these boxes. So the rhyme goes like this. So please say it with me. We're going to say, little fox, are you in the... And we'll say the colors. We'll look in each box. And I know there's a fox in one of these boxes. All right, here we go. We'll start with green. Ready? Little fox, are you in the green box? I don't know, guys. I don't know where the fox is, but I'll let you see first. Okay, I'll open it. I hope you can see. Hope it's not too dark in here. And tell me, is it a little fox? It's not. No. What? Something you'd find outside? It was a heavy box. What is it? Rocks. You guys, rocks. Not a fox. All right, well, we've got 3 more boxes to go. So, pink next. Ready? Here we go. Little fox, are you in the pink box? All right, let's see. Oh, something just licked my finger in this box. Totally got to be the fox. Ready? Here we go. All right. Is it a fox? It's breathing. I can hear it. It's not a fox. Do you know what the name of this animal is? It's not a cow. It looks kind of like a cow, but it's an animal that rhymes with the word box. That's an ox, not a fox. All right. Okay. Well, we've got 2 boxes left. Yellow and blue. I have a good feeling about this. This is my favorite color. Here we go. Little fox, are you in the yellow box? Should I shake it? I don't know. I don't know what a fox sounds like. All right, let me know, guys. Totally. Yellow is my favorite color. Is it a fox? We found the fox. We found the fox. No. Oh, people are telling me it's not. You're right. Socks. Okay, friends. Socks. Well, lost a box. We got one more box left, right? How many of you think the fox is in this box? All right, here we go. Little fox, are you in the blue box? All right, here we go. I'll let you look first. Can you see? Is it the fox? Has to be the fox. It's not a fox. It's another box, a striped box. You guys, I know there was supposed to be a fox in one of these boxes. We looked in all four. We looked in the green, the pink, the yellow, the blue. No fox. I'm bumming. What's that? We should look in this box. We should look in the last box. I think some of you are telling me, look in the last box. All right, we'll look in the striped box. Here we go. Little fox, are you in the striped box? What do you guys think? Some of you think yes, no. It is the fox. You guys, thanks for helping me. That was a sneaky one. That was tricky. There's the fox. Oh, box inside a box. Inside a box. What? Okay. Oh, maybe at the end of story time, I'll show you how you could make a box. You look online for a template. Okay, I'm going to leave this guy out here. He might like our next story. I'm going to push these things over. Okay, are you ready? Next story. One of my favorites. Do you know this story? This is Mo Willems presents That Is Not a Good Idea. I love Mo Willems. I bet you guys love Mo Willems too. I feel like everybody knows his pigeon books and his elephant and piggy books and his Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs book, but I don't know if you're a true Mo Willems fan, you know all his books, but I feel like this one maybe people miss out on. I always read this to first grade class visits, so if you were going to come and visit me this spring at East, and maybe that's not going to happen just now, know that I was going to read this one to your class. All right, so a little thing to talk about. This book is kind of in the style of an old-fashioned movie long, long ago, before even your grandparents were born. There were movies you could see in the theater, but they didn't have any sound. You would see the picture on the screen, you would see everything happening and moving, and then when it was time to understand what people were saying, the screen would go black and you'd have to read the words on the screen. And this is how Mo Willems styled this book. So we'll see some pictures and then pages with words. So here we go. Mo Willems presents, and you guys could read along with me. That is not a good idea. Okay. Here we go. We've got a fox. We've got a goose. They see each other. Can you see? I'm already nervous. Hear the words. What luck! Dinner! Excuse me, would you care to go for a stroll? Should they go for a walk together? A fox and a goose? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? She didn't think long about that at all. Sure. Oh. And along come the little chicks, little goslings, and they're going to give a warning. That is not a good idea. I agree, not a good idea. Would you care to continue our walk into the deep, dark woods? Should they go together into the deep, dark woods? Oh, man. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Okay. Ready? Read with me if you want. That is really not a good idea. No, not a good idea. All right. Would you care to visit my nearby kitchen? Oh man, there's the deep dark woods. There's the path that leads to someone's house or the kitchen. I would love to. Oh man, go to the kitchen with the fox. Here we go. Read along. That is really, really not a good idea. No. Would you care to boil some water for soup? Certainly. I do love soup. Go. Oh, they're getting more frantic, more excited. They're trying to give a warning. That is really, really, really not a good idea. Oh, I don't know if I could go on. What if we just ended here? Should I just shut the book? No? Keep reading, okay? Okay, they're going to boil soup. Okay. Would you care to look at my soup? A key ingredient is missing. Oh, man. What do little chicks say? That is really, 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 really not a good idea. It's not. Oh, a key ingredient is missing. You splash, whomp, zoom, blah, 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 oh my, blah, blah. You guys. Every time I read this, I'm surprised. Look at that face. Oh man, all this time I was worried. There are the chicks, all in a line. Well, we did try to warn him. All this time, I thought they were warning the goose, their mother, about being with the fox, and it was the other way around. What? That sneaky goose. Oh, do you know what these guys are carrying? Do you know what those are? I think you do. Oh, the suspense as Meghan tries to get to the last page. The end. More soup, children. Oh. What kind of soup are they eating? Fox soup? I bet there's fur. Oh my gosh. And that really is the end. What did you guys think of that? I hope I held it so you could see. Oh man. Oh. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Ooh. So that was Mo Willems presents That Is Not a Good Idea. Oh, okay, guys. All right, you know what? Next, I think we're going to do our clapping song. So if you ever come to Storytime, especially at East, our Night Owl Storytime, we usually do this little rhyme, and we start off doing two things. We start off doing this with our arms, if you want. That's our tree. And then this. But really, what we do most of the time is clapping. 2 claps. Can you clap with me? Just 2 claps like this? Good job. So throughout the story, 2 claps. So it goes like this, our little clapping rhyme. Let me just get our next book ready. Okay. All right. It goes like this. It goes, behind the tree and under the house lived a teeny tiny mouse. She loved to sing. She loved to tap. But most of all, she loved to, any ideas? Clap. She clapped all night. She clapped all day. She clapped to frighten the cats away. Okay, good job. Okay, we'll look at another book. We'll look at this one. Eric Carle, From Head to Toe. All right. And we might learn some Spanish words in this one. Eric Carle did not put Spanish words, but I'm going to teach you some. All right, here we go. We're going to read From Head to Toe. And I usually hold books on this side. So I'm going to change things up right now. Oh my gosh. I hope you can see it. Oh, look at it. It looks like he did maybe finger painting. I think so. All right, here we go. Eric Carle's From Head, find your head, all the way down to toe. Here we go. I am an Oreo cookie. What? This isn't an Oreo cookie? Black and white? No, it's not. It's a penguin. You guys are right. All right, I'll read the words. Here we go. I am a penguin, and I turn my head. Can you do it? I can do it. I bet you did it too. Okay. And we'll learn the Spanish word for head is cabeza. Cabeza. Ready? All right. What's next? I am a giraffe and I bend my neck. Can you do it? Can you bend your necks? I can do it. The little boy can do it. I can do it too. Mm-hmm. Look at that long neck. Okay. I am a buffalo and I raise my shoulders. Can you do it? Can you raise your shoulders? I can do it. There's a little girl raising her shoulders. Okay, ready? We'll learn the Spanish word for shoulders is hombros. Hombros. Can you raise your hombros? Good job. Oh, sorry. Okay. I am a seal and I clap my hands. Can you do it? We just did it together. I can do it. I can even do it holding the book. All right. I am a gorilla and I thump my chest. Can you do it? Thump your chest. I can do it. I am a cat and I arch my back. Can you do it? I can do it. Look at that. Can you do it? Are you at home? Maybe in the living room? On the floor, you can bend over like that. Oh, and arch your back. Okay. I am a crocodile and I wriggle my hips. Can you do it? I can do it. You wiggle your hips. All right, here we go. All right, wriggled my hips. Good job, everybody. Okay. Do you know what animal this is? A camel. I am a camel, and I bend my knees. Can you do it? I can do it. Can you guys do it? Okay, here's another Spanish word for knees is rodillas. Rodillas. Did you just bend your rodillas? All right. I am a donkey. Okay, watch out for anyone next to you if you try this. And I kick my legs. Can you do it? I can do it. I can do it. Social distancing. Kick those legs. Okay. One of my favorite animals. I am an elephant. And I stomp my foot. Can you do it? I can do it. All right. Spanish word for foot, feet, pies, pies. All right. Feet, pies. I am I, and I wiggle my toe. Can you do it? Oh, I can do it. I can do it. Look, this time it's a child, and the animal is copying the parrot. Okay, guys, that was the end of that one. And just again at the end, there's a beautiful spread of colors. Right? Carle usually makes his illustrations by cutting out colored paper, and sometimes he even colors the paper first before he cuts out his shapes. You could maybe see, did he use his finger to those marks, or maybe a brush, maybe not the brush end of a brush, maybe the hard end, the handle, I don't know. All right. Okay, so next, we are going to do, I'm going to put this here. I don't know if you could see, but I just taught you some words in Spanish in that book. Do you remember what they were in Spanish? Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, knees, pies is feet. We're going to do what song? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But we're going to do it in Spanish. If you could see that on the screen, great. Otherwise, no worries. Here we go. Ready? Cabeza, hombros, rodillas y pies, rodillas y pies. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas y pies, rodillas y pies. Ojos, orejas, boca y nariz. Cabeza, hombros, rodillas, pies, rodillas y pies. Good job. So that was cabeza. Grown-ups, you can switch that word up with cerveza. But anyway, cabeza, hombros, shoulders, rodillas, knees, pies, feet. And then, do you know what these were? I said them. Ojos are eyes, orejas, ears, boca, mouth, nariz, nose. Let's do it in English. Here we go. Ready? Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Can we do it backwards? Can we start at our toes and work our way up? I don't know. I haven't done it in a while. Let's see. So it would be toes and knees, shoulders and head. Shoulders and head. Ready? Here we go. Toes and knees, shoulders and head. Shoulders and head. Toes and knees, shoulders and head. Shoulders and head. And let's see. Eyes, ears, mouth, nose. Nose and mouth and ears and eyes. toes and knees, shoulders and head, shoulders and head. Whew, okay. Good job, everybody. All right, I think that was all I totally planned for story time. I will show you this great big book. Guys, I'm not wearing my watch, so I'm going by the sun in the sky, and I think we've had a good amount of time that we've shared stories, right, and did songs. I might just read one of these. Allison is reading a Poppleton book. I love it. It's an easy reader. It's a small chapter book. I think she's going to read a chapter maybe a week. I'm not sure. But I love this book. This is George and Martha. This is a very big book. This is actually, it's a hardcover. It's heavy. It's a collection of all 35 George and Martha stories by James Marshall. You can get the books individually. I'll show you on the back. They do come in paperback, and each of the 7 books has 5 stories in them. They're much easier to hold for a story time. This is a good book to have, maybe if you have someone snuggled up on the couch next to you on your lap. But I'll read 1 or 2 George and Marthas just because I love them so much. And then maybe next Wednesday we'll read some more. So if you don't know George and Martha, there they are. They are hippos, and they're really good friends. I'm actually going to take the paper cover off of this because it's a struggle. Okay. All right. So there's George and Martha. Do you guys know any other maybe famous couple with the name George and Martha? Cyrus, are you watching? I bet you could help us out with that one. All right, so here we go. Oh, I've got a bookmark in here. I'm going to try to hold this up. So heavy. So heavy. All right. George and Martha. There they are. So this is what the beginning of the first book would look like. It would say 5 stories about 2 great friends. But we won't read all 5 tonight. We'll read just maybe 2. So story number 1, split pea soup. Have you guys ever had split pea soup? I have it once a year. It's enough. All right. There's Martha. It says, Martha was very fond of making split pea soup. Sometimes she made it all day long, pots and pots of split pea soup. She's got a little sign on her wall. It says, soup's on. And you could say that whenever any meal is ready. You could say, make sandwiches. You could call out, soup's on. People will know that means the meal's ready. All right. Soup's on. If there was one thing that George was not fond of, it was split pea soup. As a matter of fact, George hated split pea soup more than anything else in the world. But it was so hard to tell Martha. Oh, because they're such good friends, right? I was afraid he might hurt her feelings, I think. Okay. Whoa. All right. One day, after George had eaten 10 bowls of Martha's soup, and he doesn't even like it, he said to himself, I just can't stand another bowl, not even another spoonful. So, while Martha was out in the kitchen, George carefully poured the rest of his soup into his loafers under the table. Oh, those are his shoes. Oh. Now she will think I have eaten it. But Martha was watching from the kitchen. How do you expect to walk home with your loafers full of split pea soup? She asked George. Oh dear, said George, you saw me. And why didn't you tell me that you hate my split pea soup? I didn't want to hurt your feelings, said George. That's silly, said Martha. Friends should always tell each other the truth. As a matter of fact, I don't like split pea soup very much myself. I only like to make it. From now on, you'll never have to eat that awful soup again." "What a relief," George sighed. "Would you like some chocolate chip cookies instead?" asked Martha. "Oh, that would be lovely," said George. "Then you shall have them," said his friend. And that's the first chapter, really short chapter. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're going to stay up late, guys. All right, story number 2, The Flying Machine. Can you see what kind of machine that is? Hot air balloon, right? Yeah. Who's in it? George. All right. George says, "I'm going to be the first of my species to fly," said George. "Then why aren't you flying?" asked Martha. "It seems to me that you are still on the ground." "You are right," said George. "I don't seem to be going anywhere at all." "Maybe the basket is too heavy," said Martha. What do you think? Is it the basket that's too heavy? They are really good friends, these two. "Yes," said George. "I think you are right again. Maybe if I climb out, the basket will be lighter." Look at Martha. Look at the basket. Oh dear, cried George. "Now what have I done? There goes my flying machine." "That's all right," said Martha. "I would rather have you down here with me." Okay, guys. All right, we're going to stop there. Although, I do love this one. We'll leave this one for next time. Story number 3, The Tub. Anyone going to have a bath tonight? Is it bath night? I don't know. All right, guys. Thanks so much for staying up with me. I don't know what time it is. All right. We'll sing our last song. We'll sing The More We Get Together. And even though we can't be together in the same room, I really think it's great that the librarians can share our story times on Facebook Live when our internet is working. And be sure to leave a comment and tell me who was watching tonight if you found us. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do The More We Get Together, and we're going to do some sign language. So here's the sign for more. I bet all of you know that one, if you know any sign language. More. And then together we'll do this. And then the sign for happy. And the sign for friends. You hold up your 2 pointers, your index fingers, and you hook them together like they're friends playing. Okay? So we'll do our short version of The More We Get Together. Sing with me. Here we go. The more we get together, together, together. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yay! Okay, guys, I hope this worked, and I hope you tune in tomorrow at 10:30 for Miss Ann, and Friday at 10:30 for Anna Marie, and Tuesdays at 11 for Allison, and next Wednesday at 11 with me. We'll read more fun stories, sing songs, and we'll continue with some more of George and Martha. Okay, take care, guys.